Hello, and welcome to our yet unnamed RPG podcast. I'm your host, Janie. I'm going to be the GM for this session of The Sprawl, which is a cyberpunk RPG about pulling off daring heists and missions as contractors in a shitty cyberpunk dystopia. Joining me today is Rose.
Hi, I'm here.
Welcome. Niall?
Hi, how's it going?
Going good. Solon?
Hello, I'll be playing the role of Star Hikari. I can't wait to meet you all.
We'll get to characters later, but I love that voice already. I'm so excited. And Scott?
What's popping?
So, today we're going to be playing The Sprawl by Hamish Cameron. It is, again, just like I said, a cyberpunk RPG about playing disposable mercenaries, carrying out jobs for huge multinational corporations. I'm going to lay down just a little bit about our world. Our game is set in Intercession City, which is a sprawling underground city built into the bedrock of the Rocky Mountains. And it serves as sort of a intersection point, the meeting place of many huge underground highways that extend for miles in either direction to a number of other cities that lay in this ruined wasteland. The year is 2000XXX. We don't know exactly when this is, but it is sometime in the future on an alternate version of Earth. Global warming has continued to the point where the planet has been the surface is pretty much unlivable, which has driven many people underground into these sprawling vertical cities, digging deep into the Earth itself. Our team is called Root, and have already carried out a number of jobs together in our background, which we set up during character creation. Making up the Root are 4 characters. Why don't we go around and just have everyone introduce who their character is and tell us a little bit about them? Rose, you want to go first?
Sure. So my character is Duskfall. She's a killer, which is such a sick name for a class. I still can't get over that. She I guess is still a part of a mercenary group, which is sort of like a revolutionary organization called Candles. And she's been with them since she was in her teens, not out of any sort of necessity or anything, just as like she's a real rough and tumble type, like really likes to fight. And she is an edgelord, I guess. There you go.
Perfect. Thank you. Niall.
Okay, my character's name is Ken Cho. He is a member of the Cherry Grove Blossoms, which are the local blitzball team. He is sort of he has been sort of, I guess, somebody who has cheated his way to success and to fortune and fame due to his connections with a crime syndicate known as the Chrome Hand, who have essentially been responsible for all of his success. But that hasn't stopped all of that success from going completely to his head. He is Mr. Corporate Sponsorship. He loves to do whatever he can do to make as much money and get his face out there as much as possible. He is a walking billboard for anyone and everybody, and so has sort of built up a web of connections which puts him into his role as the fixer of the group, which allows him to engage in less than legal activities when he is not busy playing blitzball, whatever that is exactly.
We never settled on that, huh?
Yeah. So that's me.
I think rollerblades are involved, right?
I think I said something about jetpacks as well, so it's...
Yeah.
I think we said slam ball at some point.
Future sport.
I just want a trampoline in there. That's all I want.
Yeah, there's a trampoline in there somewhere. Solon, you want to go next?
Yes, I am Star Hikari. I am a pusher, which means what I say goes. I am. Who is the group I'm working with? I completely lost the name. It was
Zenergy.
Zenergy. Oh, that's right. The Zenergy conglomerate has a live streaming application called Zen Live that I am a star of. I'm an absolutely large, beautiful star, just like my name implies. I'm looking for a gig. I haven't really gotten. We've gotten a couple things here and there. Some people know about me, but my whole idea is that I want to make the world beautiful. I want to make it beautiful in my image, and so I'm rising to the top like a shooting star with my avant-garde styles. I have gone so far as to enhance my body in ways that may be uncommon to the every person. I have a camera and a full lighting rig that is attached to my shoulder blades that can come out like wings. They're like wings that surround me. So that way I've always got the right angle and the right lighting. And that's what is most important to me. And so in a lot of the jobs that we've been doing on the team, I've been there to survey and help advertise the area, as well as find all of the hidden weak spots and surveillance systems of the area that I'm in.
I will note, you did not take the famous move, so you aren't yet famous.
I'm not famous at all. I hope that was clear. That Star Hikari is not at all famous. Yeah. She's not even HGTV famous. She is.
She's getting there.
She's working so hard, though. I believe in it.
She's not on the Property Brothers level.
No.
Not yet.
I've got some ideas though. I've got some plans already written out. If they call me, I'm ready. I guess HGTV. It wouldn't really be home garden TV. It'd be like home mineral TV or something because we're all underground.
Like we'll figure it out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's gardening underground. There's gardening underground.
There is. Vertical farms were one of our touchstones for this game. And Scott, please tell us about your character.
My character is named Fleet Alameen. He has the driver playbook. He is formerly a light racer, which is this form of future racing where people go out in the desert with sweet-ass, like, neon cars, and they fucking blast all over the place. It's sick as hell. I haven't thought of all the great adjectives for it yet, but it's very cool and a huge light show, and maybe people hurt each other intentionally. But he is a former light racer that has fallen on hard times. He lost his position in a lot of races, and was essentially blackballed from the league. So as a result, he's now taken up a job as a driver for Motor, which is the predominant ride-sharing company in our universe. They provide people with cars, and they have provided him with his own, and it is designed to get to where you need to go, and also it has weapons on it in case you run into weird-ass raiding parties along the like long tube highways.
Exciting.
So yeah, he's a driver man.
Awesome. And you have a cool car too?
It's standard. It's a normal car.
It's a normal car. Okay.
It's a normal car.
You have a car is the point.
I have a car.
Okay.
That's the reason they brought me in. I'm the one who has a car.
It's just like high school, where you got that one friend, and you don't like him that much, but they have a car, so you can't really get rid of him.
No, Fleet
no,
is
it's
nice.
not like that. Fleet's great, I'm sure. So, here's where I want to start. Ken, I think you get a call one day. How do people get in touch with you when they have a job for you?
Well, I think they get in touch with one of my street crew who are known only as the Boys. No member of the Boys has a name. They're all just one of the Boys.
Sure.
So through the Boys, information or requests for work come to Ken.
Okay. How do they like, so is it like they're approached on the street basically? Is it like that? Is it like, it's just like you have this like small network and people find one of them?
One of his boys is a social media manager.
Yeah, well, the boys are sort of placed in various positions. There's some on the street. There's one or two that are maybe have a nice middle management job that nobody knows that they're a member of the boys. The boys are available wherever you need the boys to be.
Okay.
There is no set routine for the boys. They just sort of have a habit of being there when you need them.
Sure. Then I don't think it's exactly clear how they got this, but one of the boys shows up at your office. Do you have an office? Do we have like an HQ? Where is the Root, or just where's Root based?
I kind of figure we kind of just have like someone's basement, like
It's Fleet's mom's house.
No, it's not like one of our relatives. It's like it's a connection of ours who is like keeping it low profile for us, but like kind of just do our business out of their basement or something.
Sure.
And it's a basement that's underground, so. It's a basement that's inside a building that's underground.
Even
so
more underground than everywhere else.
It's super underground.
Okay. So is that where you run your operation out of too? Ken?
Yes, sure.
Okay. So I think one of the boys shows up in y'all's HQ one day, carrying a letter. It is just a normal letter. It is not like a digital letter or anything. It is just a letter sealed anonymously with wax. And it is asking you for a meeting. A meeting at the Parisian Winds, which is an upscale cafe a few strata above you in the city. Do you go?
Yes.
Do you bring anyone else with you to do this?
I'm driving him.
Sure, Fleet is driving, but Fleet isn't driving. Fleet's car is driving my car because I also have a car in my character sheet. Yeah, my character sheet gives me a car. Ken does not travel in an economy class motor. He would not.
Wait, okay. So you have your nice car that you're just making me drive.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's fine.
Because Ken would not be seen dead in just like a regular motor car.
I want to make it known right now that Fleet hates Ken.
Great start. You want to describe that car for us, Ken?
Okay, so in my character sheet, in my playbook, I believe that I took, or one of the requirements for the car was that it had to be flashy. So that's what that. So it is a flashy, sleek sports car. It is very fast and very aggressive, but it is very loud as well. It's called the Roma Vista.
Sure.
It is top of the line, and it is just gaudy and terrible and just a mess to drive. So Fleet is going to really hate it, I think, because Fleet is used to better cars, I guess, from his light racing days. So that's the car that Ken has Fleet bring him to this meeting in.
Okay, so it's Ken and Fleet heading to this meeting. So the Parisian Winds is an upscale cafe sort of in one of the richer areas of town. A notable thing about it is that it has an outdoor deck, which would overlook the city if not for a glass dome that encases the side of the building from which the balcony protrudes, projected on which is a fake Parisian skyline and bright simulated sun. And when you're out on the balcony, there is like a wind that passes by that's supposed to have like the smell of fresh baguettes or something like that on it, but really just smells like, I don't know, stale bread. Like whatever scent they have in that cartridge is long past due. So it is still supposedly a pretty fancy place. And so there are a lot of probably, I don't know if they're fancier necessarily than you usually know. Is it? How fancy are the circles that you usually run in?
Well, like, Ken is sort of, he is a professional athlete. He is, like, completely obsessed with fame and money. So he is, he runs in a pretty high circle, but I think he's, like, seen as an annoyance even in those circles. He's somebody that kind of gets put up with because of his employment, I guess, more than anything else. He's a jackass and nobody really likes him, but he sort of is there by default, I guess. And he thinks he's a bigger deal than he is.
Okay, that makes sense. Sense. I think you might get some looks of like people you ran into at a party or something.
Mm-hmm.
But you continue out onto the balcony to the person you are supposed to be meeting, which is one Mix Kabakon. Who is a person of Indian descent. They have a shaved half of their head, and they have visible LED lights blinking indicators through the side of their skull. They sit out on the balcony in a table corner, a little bit further from everywhere else around, from the other tables, a little bit secluded. And they're currently reading a menu. They're wearing like glasses, small sort of square wireframe glasses, and they look up to you as you approach. Ah, Mr. Zhou, I presume.
That's me, and this is my driver, Fleet.
Charmed. Please, have a seat.
So I think Fleet pulls out a chair to sit down, and Ken sits down instead.
Fuck off.
Just to treat him like shit, which makes Fleet just mad.
I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm mad. I hate everything about this.
Mix Kabakon does not notice this, but just sort of pushes their glasses up. You notice that their glasses, there's something about them that makes the light reflect off of it in multifractal colored rays. Like prisms, so sort of sending these different rays of rainbow reflections across the table. They set down the menu. You got my letter.
I did indeed, and I'm very interested in what you have to say.
I'm glad. I have a job for you. I understand your team is particularly skilled. I saw your work on the motor case, as well as that nasty business with Crystal Court Group. Was that it?
That was it, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're quite used to procuring materials, as it were.
You could say that, yeah.
Then I have something for you to procure for me and my client.
I'm listening.
She pulls up... just like she pulls out a thin piece of glass and lays it on the table. And just the information for the case starts just like actually extends onto the table itself and begins flying around. Different diagrams, photos, things like that. They lay out the job as follows. there is something called the Orphic prototype, which their client's connections has heard is a new project of the Cherry Grove Zaibatsu. Cherry Grove, for some reason, is selling this prototype to Zenergy later tomorrow afternoon. I would like you to interrupt this transaction and retrieve the prototype and return it to me. Do you think you can do that?
I think we can arrange for that, provided that, it's worth our while.
Wonderful. They extend a hand. I want you to make a roll for me.
Okay.
In this game, when you get a job, you roll 2d6 plus edge to negotiate the terms. So go ahead and do that.
What's your edge?
My edge is 1.
Okay, I also have 1.
Okay.
So
Do you want to handle the negotiation, or should I?
I think I should handle it because
That makes sense.
Yeah.
As per the fiction. Roll edge. So you got a 4 plus 4 plus 1. So that means that you rolled an 8. It didn't display the 8, which is
very weird.
That's a little strange, but that's fine. We can roll with it. So that's a 9, actually. So, on a 7 to 9, okay. One note. Because of your links, because you have one link, you could actually aid Fleet and give him a +1 or a -2 on this roll. If you look on the handout I just put up, there's the Get the Job roll. On a 10 plus, you get 3 from the list below. On a 7 to 9, you get 1 from the list below. The list is: the employer provides useful information plus intel. The employer provides useful assets plus gear. The job pays well. The meeting doesn't attract attention, and the employer is identifiable. If you would like to aid, because you got a 9, it means if you get a +1 from an aid roll, then that would bump you up to a 10. So, Fleet, you can describe to me, you can use the move Help or Interfere, which is when you help or hinder another character, roll links with them. On a hit, they take +1 or +2 forward, your choice. But on a 7 to 9, you are implicated in the results of the other character's move, and you may expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost.
I'm going to roll that.
And I'm just going to explain real quickly, because we may have listeners who haven't played a PBTA game before or haven't heard anything about this. Basically, how this works is that it's just like a success. There's a success. There's a mixed success, there's a success, which is a 10 plus. There's a mixed success, which is 7 to 9. And then on a 6 or lower, I, the GM, get to make a move as hard as I want. So I just can fuck up your day a little bit somehow. Go ahead. That being said, go ahead and roll Help or Interfere.
It's just the dice symbol next to
Links,
name,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And then 1 forward.
You have 0 forward.
And under input value, it's just 0 forward?
Yeah, just 0 forward. So that is a 3 plus a 6 plus a 1. That's a 10. Perfect. So that means you get the +1. That's a hit.
We did it.
Nice.
So that means you can now choose 3 from the Get the Job list. What does this look like? Fleet, how are you helping here?
I think Fleet has a lot of experience with negotiations, like negotiating contracts. Probably Ken does as well. So it's just like, while we're working through this job, I'm kind of like, while we're working through the terms of this job, I'm just kind of like picking at certain parts, being like, it would be a huge help if we got this, or I don't know if that makes sense. What if we did this? And I think I'm like working with Ken on this, like while we're discussing this.
That makes sense. So choose 3 from the list. Which 3 do you want?
I like the job pays well.
Yeah, I was going to say that as well.
Job pays well. Got it.
Yeah.
The other two,
I think maybe the...
So, hang on. I'm going to explain Intel and Gear right now.
Yeah,
These are
please do.
basically
Sure.
just abstract representations of the person who hires you gives you something useful. The person who hires you gives you information. You can spend Intel at any time to use reveal knowledge. which is when you reveal your knowledge of your opposition's preparations, dispositions, or environment, describe how you discovered the information and spend intel. You can take +1 forward to exploit the opportunity offered by that information, which is very useful. And plus gear means that you can use produce equipment, which is when you produce the equipment you need at the right time, describe how and why your professionalism and forethought told you to bring this equipment on the mission, and spend gear. So those are pretty useful, I will say.
I think it would be really interesting to get gear and also the employer is identifiable.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, let's go with that. That sounds good.
Okay, cool. So that means the meeting may... So I'm just saying this. The meeting may attract attention.
That's okay, cool.
I think Ken
Sounds
would
good.
love it too. He would love anyone to recognize
Of course
it.
you would.
Well, Fleet, I'll get to that in a minute. So how do you... So, okay. Gear, you said? You're taking gear?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So write down that you have plus gear.
Where do we write that?
The job pays well. You can do it under gear, I think, on your character sheet, right?
Oh, under like where it says cred, where it's the intel and gear.
Or no. Yeah, right beneath cred. Yeah, there's intel and gear. You can just do one and just put like
Gear +1.
Yeah. How do you figure out that the people who are hiring you are the Crystalline Court group?
Wait,
Whoa.
isn't that wait, what was the job again?
The job is to steal some sort of prototype from the Cherry Grove Zaibatsu, who are delivering it to sell it to Zenergy.
Right. And the people who hired us were the people that we already like boosted stuff from before, right?
Yes, they are a materials research organization. They do mining, digging, materials research, all sorts of stuff.
So it would make sense, I think, that we would know who this person is because,
or that they would know who we are.
Yeah, but it would make
instead of trying to kill us, they decided, well, what if we made use of this?
Well, I think on like the countdown clock, they're not aware of us yet, but we would be aware of them because Solin's character like did stuff for them, right? Let me
explain this a little bit. So, I'm going to bring you all to the corp screen as I explain this a little bit.
Oh, please.
Okay.
The corporate clocks basically work like this. They represent how aware a corporation is against about you and how much they're going to take action against you. So you will notice that a lot of these are 0 right now, which means they have not taken notice of you at all. I believe the first tick, 1500, is that they are like aware that something has happened. 1800 is that they're like looking for information on you specifically. 2100, which is the third tick, means that they are going to take some sort of they're going to use some sort of internal resources to try and take action against you guys. Then comes external resources, then comes significant mobilization, and then at 000, they are trying to crush you under their boot. Don't get to 000 with a corporation. So, you will notice that you're at 2 with Crystalline Court Group, which means they are looking for information about you guys, and they do know who you are, but maybe they're willing to look past this for right now, and maybe she explains this to you, that they're willing to look past this past job that you've done against them if you can return. If you can do this job for them.
Maybe that's how we figure that. Maybe that's how we put 2 and 2 together. That we've targeted these people in the past, and they have a bit of a thing against us, but they're not like super ready to kill us.
Mm-hmm.
And like other situations wherein that's possible would be ones that Fleet already knows about and knows that she is not.
Yeah, you don't look like a race car driver.
No.
You know who does look like a race car driver?
Yeah?
The 3 burly men watching you from across the cafe.
With racing helmets on.
No, they probably have one on the table just because they're fucking like that.
Oh, fuck
one
off.
Of them's wearing like a checkered flag jacket. Like,
no, that sucks.
What's this asshole's name, Scott?
This is let's go with I need to get an H last name. H last names. Barry Hughes.
Barry
Very
Hughes.
That's a great racer name.
Hews.
Hughes, yes.
Yes, very huge.
Fuck. All right. He is a light racer. And you see that he has noticed you. I think he gets up to leave before you leave, but you see him flip open a cell phone and make a call.
I think I make eye contact with him and just kind of stare at him for a bit until he eventually looks at his phone.
He matches you with a steely gaze for just a second, and then leaves the restaurant.
By the way, I lower my sunglasses to do that. I am wearing
of course, I got it.
I think while this is all happening, Ken is looking around to see if anyone notices him, but he doesn't notice Barry is looking at them.
No, important people, not Barry. Yeah, you know.
Meanwhile, Mix Cavicon is just fucking what are these assholes doing? Very confused, just pushing their glasses up.
Men.
You probably also can figure out because of the glasses. They're very crystal.
Mm-hmm.
They're very crystalline court group's whole aesthetic. Okay. The job is as follows, and I think that they lay this out for you. You have 3 options for when you are going to interrupt this transaction. The first option number 1, is to steal the prototype while it is still at Cherry Grove. This option will have significant security, but will be the lowest profile. Option 2 is you can interrupt the caravan while they are driving across town to reach Zenergy headquarters, which are on the other side of the intercession. Your third option is to steal it from the meeting itself when they arrive at Zenergy. This is the highest risk, as it risks both a lot of public scrutiny and also scrutiny from Zenergy themselves, as they will be aware that not just has this prototype been stolen, but has been stolen from under their noses. That being said, it also has the most potential for reward. Because while you're there, you could listen in on the conversation, discover a little bit more about the prototype itself and what it does. Those are your general 3 options, but if you guys have suggestions or ideas either outside of or pushing the boundaries of any of those, feel free. But those are your general 3 plans. I'm going to lay out the mission directives, which are they are the XP triggers for the mission itself. So step 1, which is the step 1 for every mission. When you get the mission, mark 1 XP. So everyone, mark 1 XP.
In just the experience box, just change that to 1. Okay.
Yep. When you decide when to interrupt the shipment, when you decide when to interrupt the transaction, mark experience. Number 3, when you obtain the Orphic prototype, mark experience, mark 1 XP. And 4, when you complete the job, mark 2 experience.
Cool.
Okay.
So now we're going into a phase of the mission called legwork. You will notice over... Oh, wait. Are you guys on the right page? Yes, you guys are on the right page. You'll notice over here that there is a legwork clock. This will fill up as... It basically represents how aware is Cherry Grove that you are actively making a move against them. The higher this legwork clock goes, the more prepared they will be. You fill out the legwork clock as you through failures, as you investigate this job itself and try to gain more details and sketch out your plan for what to do. Then we'll move on to the action clock, which will fill as you actually do the job itself. So, y'all have any questions about this?
No, this seems really clear risk and reward. If you fill up bars, that's not a good thing, but it also means you have more to work with.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Another thing about this is that when you roll to get paid, you roll plus the amount of segments of legwork that you have unfilled.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you want to try and fill as few legwork sections as possible while still being as prepared as you would like. So how do you? Let's do a short scene here. Everyone is back at base. I'm guessing you call everyone back. How do you present this info?
So I think we're like explaining it clearly to the rest of the group that we have a couple different options here. You know, I think we just kind of explain what happened.
Yeah,
I don't know how you want to do it.
No, I think that's good. I think like it's an all business type.
Yeah, we're very straightforward here.
Perfect. All right, what do you guys think? When are you doing this? So just to lay it out clearly once more, your three options are interrupt it while it's still at Cherry Grove, which will have some serious security, but you can maintain the lowest profile. You can interrupt it on its way, which allows you to have an easy getaway and slightly less security, but also is very public. Or you can interrupt the meeting itself, which will be the riskiest, place you on Zenergy's radar probably, but will allow you to actually get some more details about what this prototype is, which you could then sell back to the Crystal Court group.
I like the idea of getting it in pursuit, or that's what Fleet wants to do, because that's what he knows.
That makes sense.
I think Dusk would just want to know what the hell it is, and she has no sort of respect for oh, this is going to be more dangerous. She's just whatever, who cares?
Whatever.
So just she wants to know what it is, but I feel like she just sort of go along with fucking whatever, honestly. Just all right, guys, stop talking to me.
We should come up with a plan on this. What if we're watching it? What if we're following and watching it until it gets to the meeting place, and if we find the opportunity where we can jump it best, we hop on it and then fucking jet. Maybe we can set that up too in case. What if? Well, here, hey Starikari. How would you like to put on a big show directly right on their route?
En route show, like a live show on tour.
Well, no, in way of their route.
Right. Yes. Maybe on the flatbed of a truck or something.
I wasn't thinking mobile. I was thinking.
Oh, I'm thinking mobile.
Here's a stop where they're forced to stop and try and redirect and figure out where they're going.
The movement is always moving, right? So why wouldn't I also be always moving?
Because you're there as a distraction. If you want to do a flatbed, we can actually. That's probably a good call. Do it.
You could probably take the back off of your car.
Well.
You can make your car a flatbed.
Don't know if I like that.
Well, then the motor would be on his ass for
Yeah, they pay for my car. They don't want me to make they don't want me to make modifications.
I love the idea though of getting to meet Zenergy bigwigs. I don't know.
We can do that. What I'm thinking is we follow them stealthily. And if we can create a distraction, make it easier for us to jump them. But if they manage to avoid that, then we get them at Zenergy.
Yeah, we could do that. If do we have the scope to do that, Janie, or like do we have to stick to one thing? Like we can
You
do
can
that?
do whatever you can do whatever
Okay.
you want. Yeah.
It's not like hard and fast. We have to do one
No,
of the
no,
three.
no, no,
Okay.
no. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I was 3 suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the idea of like what Scott is proposing, trying to like intercept it, but also just like being ready to send Duskfall in to make a mess of things if if the situation warrants.
Oh man, what if Star and the boys are putting on a great show in the middle of the highway?
That's what I was thinking. I was just picturing like Solon doing something while 2 of the boys are just dancing in the background.
The boys are organizing everything.
Yeah. Well, I have a gathering intel move, I think, that I was going to use to like try and have the boys figure out the route so that
Yeah, I
they
think we
can,
have
like,
the
let's jump into legwork itself.
Okay.
I don't think you know the route yet.
Mhm.
Okay.
So you guys have a lot of things that you can figure out here.
Yep.
You can do this in a number of ways. You can do hit the street. You can do research for some way, but you need to have a library, dossier, or database of some sort. You could try and like fast talk if you have a specific person in mind. But I know, Ken, you have a specific move for info gathering, right?
I do. I have surveillance.
Ooh, exciting.
So, yeah. Which either will gain us intel or will have the boys act on bad info.
Sure. So you have people who work for you in various ways. You start with 2 crew and 2 jobs from the list below. Between missions, choose a number of these jobs equal or less than your current crew and describe what each job is and roll edge. So, you're just doing one job here?
Yeah, I'm doing the surveillance job of the hustling like branch, I guess.
Sounds good. So go ahead and roll plus edge for me.
Okay. And forward 0 is...
Yep.
Alright.
So that is a 10. So 5 plus 4 plus 1. That's a 10. So that means you profit from each of your jobs. So go ahead and take 1 intel. So this is something you can spend later to declare information.
Okay.
You could use this now if you'd like to declare that you know the route, or you can save it until later.
Let's say that we know the route and spend it on that.
Okay. Sounds good. When you reveal your knowledge of your opposition's preparations, disposition, or environment, describe how you discovered the information and spend intel. So what did they actually do? What's the shot of the boys actually getting this information?
Okay, so I think because it's Cherry Grove that are transporting it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so because the team that Ken plays for is also owned by Cherry Grove, I believe that the boys, one of the boys went in basically basically acting as if he was there to collect stuff for Ken, and basically as he was in there getting Ken's belongings from the locker room or whatever, he snooped around and found, overheard something about the route planning, snuck in and managed to gain a copy of the planned route, let's say.
Hell yeah. Love that. Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
So, Star, I will note that this is a job that is being done also in concert with Zenergy. So you
Yes.
can probably, if you would like, declare a contact here.
I would love to shake the tree and see what falls here, because I've definitely got friends who would be covering this kind of event. If they are planning on having a fancy schmancy new tech prototype on display somewhere.
Exciting. I guess this is not a mission that furthers your vision, is it?
This
Although, if you do the concert plan, what is your vision again? Can you state it again?
Yeah.
Do you have a succinct phrasing for it?
Star's vision is to make my beauty to be the people's light.
Okay.
Okay.
I will say, I'm going to rule here.
Yep.
If you do the plan where, if you do the plan where you're putting on a concert in the middle of the street, I will count that as your vision and let you roll driven here.
Thank you.
Is there anything you particularly want to do for this mission? Like, I kind of just suggested that to you, but I want to know what you're interested in doing.
Oh, yes. No, wherever the mission happened to be would be a place that I would want to put on a show. That is, you completely had my idea in mind.
That's good.
Whether we were on the move, whether we're at a gala, I honestly don't know how I would have put on a show in Zaibatsu's place, but we could have figured something out. But yes, no, that was entirely the idea.
Quick question. What are Star's pronouns?
Oh, thank you. I've been using feminine pronouns. I've been using she and her kind of pretty much the whole time, so I think that's totally fine.
Can we get everyone to run through pronouns real quick?
Yeah.
Fleet is he, him.
Ken is also he, him.
Dusk is she, her.
Okay.
Perfect.
Cool.
Okay, so do you want to roll driven for me first?
Yes. Where is driven?
So when you begin a mission that furthers your vision, roll edge. On a 10 plus, gain 3 hold. 7 and 9, gain 1 hold. You may spend 1 hold before rolling any other move to take +1 or -2 forward to the move.
Wow.
What did you roll?
We're
3
killing
plus
10.
6 plus 1. 10. Hell yeah. So you get 3
It's like
hold.
That's the third 10 in a row.
So you can spend 1 hold before rolling to take +1 to that move, and whenever you want. So,
Oh, cool.
first things first. Now you're going to use is it hit the street or no? It's declare a contact, right?
Yeah, I think so. Or
How
network
does
or
this
something.
work? Declare a contact. When you need to call in a favor from a new contact, name and describe the contact. Then say why the contact owes you a favor or why you owe them a favor. The MC will ask you some questions about your contact and your relationship and then add the contact to your list. You can only declare a contact once per mission, although certain playbook moves will allow you to gain more contacts in similar ways. So, why don't you go ahead and tell me about who this is.
The person that I want to contact about this is... I want to contact my, basically my network person, the Zen Live person who helps me get contracts, because they have other people working under them that would also be possibly covering this event. But because of that, they would know that I was looking into this event. And their goal is to have me be as successful as possible. And so they might want to try to get me hired at that event. That's kind of my idea with where that would go.
Makes sense. What's this person's name?
Let's call them Stacy Ivory.
Stacy Ivory. I like that name.
That's a
lot.
good name.
She, her?
Sure. Yeah, she, her. Stacy Ivory's the multi-channel network director of Zen Live.
Okay. Director. This is someone who believes in you.
What was that? You kind of cut out at the end there.
This is someone who believes in you.
Yes. Maybe even exuberantly, to the point to where they get me jobs that may not necessarily be appropriate for me.
Sure, but they're really just trying to get you out there. Are they your agent for Zen Live?
Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah, just whatever the agent equivalent of this weird live streamer thing is.
Yep.
Yeah, but just so I understand, Solon, your character though isn't a huge star, right?
No,
she's trying to break in, right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
No,
cool.
So this really will just be a random disruptive. This is like Jake Paul stopping traffic in Midtown LA. I just want to...
Mm-hmm.
Not that you're Jake Paul.
Oh, yeah,
or
no, we're
whatever,
getting into
but-
some gonzo stuff.
Okay, go ahead and roll Hit the Street for me,
Okay.
which is roll plus style. When you go to a contact for help, roll plus style.
Oof.
So as a 5 plus 1, that's a 6 plus 2, that's an 8. So that means on a 7 plus, you do get what you want, but on a 7 to 9, choose 2 from the list below. Your request is going to cost you extra. Your request is going to take some time to put together. Your request is going to attract unwanted attention, complications, or consequences. Your contact is going to needs you to help them out with something. If you turn them down, take -1 on going to this move until you make it right. Let's make this a scene real quick. I want to set this as a scene. What do the Zen Live offices look like?
The Zen Live offices are a lot of small TVs. Just lots of them, walls of them.
Just like every room is like a control room, basically?
Well, there's the rooms that are control rooms, and then there's the rooms that are just like advertising rooms.
Okay.
So like when people walk in, they're like, oh wow, there's so many people working here. There's so many live streams on. Everything's happening all the time. It's like 24/7 news and weather and games and everything in between. And then anytime you go into the back rooms, it's all control rooms. So they're people,
but
like,
so for the workers there, so like even this poor woman's office is just like walls lined with live stream TVs, like big screen TVs showing a million different live streams or whatever.
Yep.
That she assumably has no control over.
Yes.
I like that a lot. So she meets you. I think she just like gets distracted in the middle of your meetings a lot because she'll be like, "Oh shit, that's
Oh no.
Okay, sorry. Let's continue. Just a lot of that.
A lot of sticky notes on her desk that are just like little notes to herself from things that she saw on TV.
Certainly. I think that she is very peppy. I think that she has short blonde hair in sort of like a bob. And I think she is very eager to meet with you on this day. I think that she stands up as you come in and sort of like shakes your hand and says, "Oh, Star Hikari, thank you so much for meeting with me."
Oh, of course, anytime. Yes. I'm so glad.
Please sit down.
Thank you.
What is it that I can do for you?
So I heard that there was some event going on, a large gala at the Zenergy main offices. And I was wondering if you knew anything about that, if you had anyone that was working there.
Okay. So you need to choose 2 from the list below, and then I'll figure out what happens here.
Where's the list again?
You can look in the here. Let me do show to players. It's on moves 1 at the top. Hit the street.
Hit the street. Choosing 1. Choose 1 or choose 2?
Choose 2 from the list below on a 7 to 9.
Let's do something that's going to attract unwanted attention.
Okay.
And that your contact... Actually, let's do the... your contact needs you to help them with something.
Okay.
And that the request is going to take time to put together.
Okay. So the problem... Okay.
Yeah, I don't know necessarily what time means here.
The time frame here is short. You're supposed to get this... I think I said it was the next afternoon.
Oh, Lord. Yes.
Yeah, so y'all don't have a ton of time.
Okay, then scratch that. We'll just have some unwanted attention, and they will want something in return.
Okay, needs you to help them out with something. So what is it? So you're looking to... What are you actually looking to get out of this? Out of character, what do you want?
I'm looking to get kind of the... What am I trying to get? Probably the time frame on when things are supposed to be arriving. Maybe like more of a schedule of what's happening at the gala so that we can kind of figure out how the route is going to work with that.
Okay, I like this idea. I like this idea that there is a gala. I didn't have this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess I didn't even
introducing it. No, it rules. It rules. It rules. It rules. It rules. The gala is a cover. I think that you probably can suss this out. That the she says, it's a little strange. I haven't been able to get an invite myself to the gala, which it's so important networking these days. I hear it in all the talks, but it's very closed down. Just a lot of different corporate people, a lot of people from like Cherry Grove, which is very strange. I haven't really heard about, but who knows? So I think what you get to put together through this is that the gala itself is a cover for the meeting. So the meeting is going to happen when the gala is, which is tomorrow evening. And I think what she wants from you is she says, do you think I could probably get you in touch with the person who's like handling getting people in, but do you think you could get me in too?
Oh, that would be great. We would be able to go together.
That would be wonderful.
Yes, let me go talk to them. We're going to go to a gala.
She pulls out, she has like a virtual Rolodex or whatever, which she just like flips through for like 20 minutes.
H-H-H-I-I-I-J.
Okay, here you go. You need to go talk to Miss Susan Skiff. Over in booking department. I will page you over there right now and tell you that you're expected. I've got an abstract out here. We don't need to go through you doing this, but you actually do this, right?
Yep.
You're helping him out? Okay, perfect. I'm going to abstract this, but I still want you to roll. I want you to do fast talk on Susan Skiff, who is a fucking downtrodden, just like the completely opposite of Stacey Ivory. Susan Skiff is like a tired, downtrodden administrator who is just trying to fucking get through her day and is like, so I need you to do fast talk for me to get through to her the importance of why you and Stacey Ivory, two random ass people, need to be at this fancy gala full of corporate people.
And what am I rolling for fast talk?
So you can do this in any, I shouldn't tell you what I'm acting wrong here.
Oh, okay.
I shouldn't be telling you what move to do, but I should be asking you, how do you approach this situation? What do you try to do?
Oh, I see what you're looking at. Yes. I will definitely be wanting to fast talk the situation because that's the style role that I'd want to be taking.
Yes.
That makes sense.
So when you try to convince someone to do what you want with promises, lies, or bluster, roll plus style.
All right. Oh, bless.
So that is a 9 plus 2. That's an 11.
Uh-huh.
Jesus, y'all are running so good.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I can't wait for it to break down.
Yeah.
So on a 10 plus, NPCs do what you want. So that means that she just puts you in the system. She's like, all right, yeah. She taps some things.
Look, I need 2 tickets. Can you help me, please?
Two passes. Yeah. What is it that you like promise or bluster her with here?
I'm gonna bluster. This is Susie? Susie Stoll?
Susan Skiff.
Susan Skiff. Look, Susan. Me and what did we name? Me and Miss Ivory need to.
Stacey Ivory. Yeah, there you go.
Me and Miss Ivory need 2 tickets to this gala. We're in an extraordinary rush and because this is all happening tomorrow. There's nobody in the department at all covering this event because it was popped up so quickly, and we just need to fast pass this as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I think she agrees and hands it over. She just does not have time for you or for whatever your whole persona even is. You're way too sparkly for this drab office.
I'm walking up, and half of my hair is very high, and the other half is not at all high.
It's great.
Yep.
I am going to advance the legwork clock because of you chose the unintended consequences and hit the street.
Yep.
And I think what this represents is that Stacey is just so excited to go to this gala. I think that she like posts a selfie with you from her office, like going to the gala tomorrow on future Instagram. And I think that it catches someone's eye. So advancing the legwork clock once, they're vaguely aware that something might be happening that is amiss. So
cool.
What other legwork are you doing here?
I would like to find out why fuck, I made them up. Why can't I remember their name? I would like to find out why people within the light racing company are interested in this, or why they were spying on us.
Why Zenergy? Oh, why Light Racing Co. was spying on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I wonder if you could triage. I'm so sorry.
I was wondering if it was like possible to like roll through my contacts or something.
Sure, you could do that. You could declare a contact and then also hit the street if you would like to do that.
Okay.
So it's the same. It's the same series of rolls as we just did.
Okay.
It
and
is
hit the street is style.
Declare a contact. It's just you declare it. You can do this once per mission. Name and describe your contact.
Okay. My contact's name is. I'm gonna say that they're an engineer.
What's their name?
I have to think of a name.
Names
are difficult.
I have a pretty good name for an engineer. Break Bulk Charter.
Sure.
I'm just gonna put that in chat. Break Bulk Charter.
Okay, so I'm contacting Breakwalk, who is an engineer that has worked on the cars of Barry Hughes, who we're solidifying as another driver, right?
Yeah. Is he like a hotshot? Who is he?
I think Barry Hughes is like, he isn't like the guy in light racing, but he thinks he's the guy. He's like,
okay.
He's kind of like a Triple H, you know? Where he's like, you know, he's never been the fucking dude, but he thinks he's really hot shit.
Okay.
So he's like, yeah. So
I'm writing down Barry Hughes as the Triple H of light racing.
Hughes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they call him. His that's his middle name. He has two middle names, both of which are Hughes.
Harry Hunter Hughes.
Okay. There you go.
No, it's not good.
I was just gonna do Barry Hughes, but
Barry Hughes is fun. So, and this engineer has definitely worked with Barry in the past, and I wanted to know why suddenly Barry is out. I wanted to see if there was like anything Barry might have talked about recently in a recent race, or maybe like referred to outside of like normal circumstances. Like,
okay.
Like, I imagine Barry does not hang around with Breakbulk, but I do imagine that they spend time together as a result of being in proximity to each other.
Yeah, sure. So go ahead and roll hit the street for me.
And that's style.
2d6 plus style, yep.
Aha!
Ooh, that is a 2 plus 3 plus 1. That is a 6. So, that means I get to make a move as hard as I want. I'm going to look over my moves real quick and make a decision here.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes, you can.
Breakbulk is not happy with me.
Breakbulk's not happy with you. Why is Breakbulk not happy with you?
It could be any number of things. I mean, we discussed before, like, maybe the reason Fleet got kicked out was because there was a time during one of his races, because these races largely take place outdoors, like, on the surface. There was one time where Fleet just, like, went off the track and just drove. And that's the reason he got eventually kicked out and blackballed, was the fact that he just, like, completely disregarded the race. But I don't know if that's why Breakbulk is mad at him. I think Breakbulk might be more generally mad because they were pretty good friends for a long time, like while they were working together. And once Fleet got kicked out, Fleet just stopped talking to them.
Mm.
So I think Breakbulk is not happy that suddenly, like, their friend is just coming to them out of nowhere when he needs something.
Where do you meet with him?
I think I call Breakbulk.
You think you just call him?
I think I call them to, like, try and set up, like, some kind of meeting, and I, like, give them the general gist of what I want to talk about, and then they're just kind of like, really?
What are the pronouns? What are Breakbulk's pronouns?
I was going with they, them.
Okay, they, them. I think they... How does Breakbulk respond here?
You know when you're shocked so much that someone would have the nerve to call you and you just pick the phone up on them?
Yeah, exactly. I think they pick the phone up. Bleh. I think they pick the phone up and they pretend like nothing's wrong. Oh. They say, "Hey, what's up, Fleet?"
Oh, no.
And I think you run them through what you need. What do you let slip here?
I think just the fact that I'm investigating Barry.
I think there's something more than that. I think you let slip something about the current job.
I think I just say, it's for a job.
Hmm.
And that's something that, like, kind of sets it off a little bit.
It's not racing.
Because then it becomes... Yeah, it's like, it's not a... Well, no, it's not that it's not racing. It's that this is so impersonal. That this is, like, this is out of necessity and not just calling to catch up.
I think they answer your questions vaguely. I think that you don't really get much information. They're just like, who knows? I don't know. I haven't seen Barry much lately, you know? It's a lot like you, huh? Just sort of disappeared on me.
Yeah, it's been... I'm sorry. It's just... Ever since what happened, I've just kind of been trying to put that in the past, you know? Like, not trying to think about it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I know that's not an excuse. Like, I should try to talk to you, but sometimes, like, you go and you try to pick up the phone about someone who was who was part of a past life that you are not part of, and you just, you know, you just put the phone back down.
What did they do? I think they say, I get shit was rough for you when you got kicked out of the league, but shit was rough for the people you left behind too. I'm doing cars for Barry fucking Hughes now. Think I chose this gig? Every other fucking mechanic he's ever had has run screaming.
Don't you think that's maybe more of a reason to maybe help me get back at him?
I'm not risking shit. Not for you.
Well,
not anymore.
I think that's like a good point for Breakbulk to just hang up.
Yeah. And they hang up. The camera lingers on them for another moment. We had like a split shot of Fleet and Breakbulk. And then Breakbulk cuts the hangs up the phone. We just get a shot of them sitting there, looking at the phone. They flip it back open and start dialing.
Oh, fuck.
And we cut. I'm not going to advance this legwork clock, but something else is going on.
Oh, okay.
I love clocks.
That only scares me more.
Yep.
I love the dangers I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I like Fleet's name a lot because it's easy to remember because it's just like, oh, the car guy, Fleet. You know?
I picked it because Fleet is like another word for like fast.
Yeah, 100%. Also because Uber calls all of their cars their fleet.
Fuck.
Uh-huh.
God damn it, I didn't think about that.
It's really good though. I do like it. I do
gotta look for
legitimately
a
like it.
new
Even for that reason. Cool. Dusk, did you want to do anything for legwork? Answer can be no. It's
Just
whatever.
sharpening your swords count as...
Yeah, can I sharpen my sword?
Sure. We get a scene. All right. We just get the camera shot. It's just like a long, extended, a little bit too long shot of you sharpening your swords.
Yeah.
What does Dusk look like?
Hold on.
Cat.
Hello. So I've been like looking at cars to like try and get a sense of what I want to do as a car, and I saw I kind of like the aesthetic of driverless cars because it fucking sucks. This is a Volvo prototype. It looks stupid.
That's so fucking bad.
It's got like a weird ass ring around it, and I would love it if this car had a ring that just said "Motor, order yours today." Need to get somewhere.
It sort of looks like the visor that dude wears in Star Trek. I don't know the character's name.
Fuck.
Geordie's
Geordie's,
visor.
that's right, yeah.
Geordie
I also like this interior setup, but I imagine the driver side. I imagine like the driver side, like actual driver's seat is like a lot more of like a cone.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like conical, and it's like you kind of get jacked into there, and it like it spins around so you can actually go to the driver's side part. Here's another thing.
Okay, Scott, we got to make you an Instagram.
Here's one more.
Or not
What's that?
we got to make you a Pinterest so you can have a board of just crappy card prototypes.
Here's another one from the Volvo prototype.
Solid, you're getting these in the recording.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
There's another one from the Volvo prototype.
So bad. These are so bad.
I imagine like the chairs in the back could just like they can recline backwards and set up like a weird partition around them, and then slide into where the trunk is, so you have your own little sleeping tube. And that's for both of the back seats.
Why is there a place? Why do they kick their shoes off? What is this?
It's a home inside your car.
There's a car called the Toyota Pod that I've just found.
No!
Excuse me, I'm back also, sorry. She parked in front of my door and was screaming directly into my door.
Yeah, they do that. Here's another one I hate. The back seats just being like bad online shopping.
That's terrible. Look at this. So this is the Toyota
that
Pod.
Sucks. That sucks.
Wow.
So bad. Oh no, that's not his car. That's not his car.
You want to see the interior?
I think that's definitely. Oh fucking hell, that sucks.
Oh god.
I think there's definitely a motor model that's that, but that's not his. He has the like smaller one.
What is everyone doing? Are they like playing some weird like online game on those pads? Are they playing Fortnite while they're in the car?
Yeah, they're playing Fortnite. Here's another one I really hate. I don't think this is it either, but it's like this one just has one big back seat, which could possibly also be a place where you sleep.
Oh my god.
Like that just gets like a partition around it. Just like put yourself in a little fucking dome. And and here's the worst part is people are definitely using those like backseat bed things to fuck.
Oh no.
And he's just kind of like got to put up with it. Like there's sound dampening in that. It sucks so much. It all sucks.
Self-cleaning pod in the trunk of your car.
All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
What does Dusk look like?
So Dusk has
Sorry.
Does that thing go in H?
okay.
Rose, what does Dusk look like?
So Dusk has artificial skin, but it's like a Middle Eastern tone to it. She has like medium, like shoulder length hair. Like it's not like short hair, but it's not like she wants it to be long, but it's not long enough that it could be a liability. It's just black hair. And she is like pretty much always has like a bandage on a cheek or something, like pretty much nonstop, just in a different place every time. But the rest of her is like pretty fine. She tries to stay, tries to look friendly most of the time, and people don't exactly think that a lot of like visible scars or like bruises are friendly.
She tries.
She tries. That's the most important thing with her. She tries.
Makes sense.
So yeah, she's just gonna fucking sharpen some swords in this wonderful like David Lynch-esque shot that just, like you said, goes on a little too long.
It's great. It's great. Honestly. Just like a slow zoom in. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think from there we cut to the first shots. Unless you guys have more legwork that you want to do. Is there anything else? You guys know when it's going to be going. You know the route. Star has 2 passes, one of which is for Stacy, to the gala, which is a cover for the meeting. Yeah. Do you have everything that you would like?
What would be the best spot to intercept the vehicles?
I think this is probably something you could, I guess from knowing the route, you could know.
I'm wondering if you could stake something, set some stuff up there, some kind of trap.
Yeah, could I do something like that?
I imagine Dusk riding with me.
Mm-hmm.
That way
All right.
we have the muscle there.
Yeah.
Sure, but like I could go beforehand and set something up
Yeah,
or whatever.
like,
What are you envisioning in terms of a trap?
Yeah, maybe we work together and set up a
Something
stage.
the boys can set off.
Because, like, Dusk is going to have to be the one probably that actually takes whatever it is and gets away with it in the getaway vehicle or whatever. So we do need a reason for Dusk to be there. So,
is there any way for me to like plan some sort of like route myself? Like if it comes down to us going in there and going in, it's like, can I like figure out like the easiest exit? Like any sort of like side exit or something.
That's why I figure you're with me. So we can we can easily maneuver around and like
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't a lot of this isn't stuff that you actually need to do a move for, I don't think, unless you're trying to like use use research here or something like that. A lot of this is just like general planning from the information that you have, because you know the route already, you know where they're going to be going, so you can probably just use your head a little bit. To think this could be a research if you want to like use the map or something, but I don't know if all these questions are entirely. Yeah, you don't really have a library dossier or database to hit from, so I don't know if this is super applicable.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I think I'll just be, like you said, like use my head in the moment. That's how she lives.
Okay. Here's how I see it. I can get you in. I can get you to where you need to go to fucking do the thing you need to do. We can take it down in motion if we need to. And like that's why we have our little trap set up as well.